Welcome to Up and Smoke, all about barbecue with Becky. Today we are doing an easy chicken wing recipe out on the grill. First, what I want to start with, got my chicken wings out, I want to dry out the skin with a paper towel as well as I can, as much as I can. And this is also a good time to kind of check your wings and see if they left any of those little pin feathers on, and you can kind of pull those off, like this one has something. And with the wings, it's always fun to me when you open up the bag and you start pulling them out and you see fun little pieces like this. You get a little nugget. So anyway, we're going to dry these out, dry the skin out. Drying the skin out is going to help the skin crisp up more so you don't have that rubbery skin left when you bite into it and it pulls off with it and it's kind of not so great. So yeah, we're going for dry skin here. And try to dry off the other side as well, the fleshy side, even though that's not going to make as much of a difference. We want to make sure, focus on that skin, get it all nice and dry. So these are drying out nicely. And then I'm going to go ahead and now just hit it with a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Woo. And I'm going to flip them and do the other side. And then once we get our grill preheated, we're going to heat it up to about 375. Sometimes I let it get a little bit hotter because that also, when it's hotter, it also helps dry out the skin more and helps crisp it up. But we're going to keep these kind of unsauced while we put them on the grill. And there, we're going to let these sit just for a little while, just about 20 minutes. You don't need to leave chicken out as long as like beef or anything to come up to temperature, room temperature. So we're going to let these sit. And then once we get these on the grill, then we're going to talk about my sort of sweet teriyaki style sauce that we're going to use on these wings when we're all done. But when we're cooking them, we're not going to put any sauce on them yet. So we'll be out at the grill in just a minute. Okay, we have our grill all heated up nicely to 375. We've kind of dialed it in right about there. And what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna get some olive oil. I'm gonna pour just a little bit on my cloth here. I wanna make sure I'm pouring over where the deflector plate is. We don't have any fireballs today. And then I'm just gonna lightly grease up, there we go, my grate right here. Ooh, it's getting nice and dirty too. I do clean that, by the way. So then we're just gonna go ahead and put our wings on and put them, this little baby one's gonna go in the middle so it doesn't get too charred. It's gonna be more over the deflector plate like we talked about. And just get all these laid in. Try and keep them as much away from the fire as possible, from the direct flame anyway, because then they'll get a little too charred. We don't want our skin super charred, but we do want it crispy. So we're going to try and leave a little bit of space in between each of these. Now, get this all closed up. And I'm going to come back and check this in about 10 to 15 minutes. Usually takes about 15 per side. And then we're going to flip them. And then after that, we're going to go in and make our sauce. So we'll be back at the grill in a minute to just to flip them. Okay, we are ready to flip our wings. That's all we're doing this time. So it's not going to take us very long. They're getting really good already. That one's getting a little char on him. Whoops. So we're just going to flip them all over real quick. Bring him back. I don't want him getting too much over that. There we go. Ooh, he got some char on him. And then we're going to go in and, I think I already flipped him. Make sure you know which ones you're flipping. Then we're just gonna go back in and make our sauce in just a second. Okay, so we're gonna make our sauce now. Today I'm just doing a sort of sweet teriyaki style sauce. I've melted about a couple tablespoons of butter, and I already put in about a tablespoon of my honey because my honey is getting a little bit hard, so I just scooped it out and went ahead and put it in so it would soften with the butter and everything. So that's all I have in the bowl so far. And then for me, I'm using, these are coconut aminos, so they're kind of a soy-free, gluten-free, teriyaki style sauce. And since this is real life in my real kitchen, I'm emptying one bottle and then I get to start another one. And I'm actually going to remove this, which I didn't do yet, because that would take forever if I was going to pour it with that little spritzer thingy on. So I'm going to put about 5 to 6 tablespoons of this in my bowl. And then next, I'm going to put in some salt. This is the season to taste portion of the sauce. So it's probably going to end up being about a teaspoon of salt that I put in here. If you don't like too salty, put half a teaspoon, put a little less. And for me, the pepper is going to be about the same as the salt, maybe a little bit less. I like black pepper. It's one of my favorite spices. My husband's not too keen on it, so I try to go easy on him, but sometimes I still get it too peppery for him. But put a little bit of garlic powder in as well. And then I'm just gonna whisk this. Yes, I have my little teeny whisk. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this in such a big bowl, so when we're ready, when our wings are ready, I'm just gonna put my wings straight into this bowl and just kind of stir them around and flip them in this sauce once we're ready. So that's it for the sauce. It's very easy for this teriyaki style sauce. If you want, you can just use your favorite barbecue sauce, of course, too, and just pour it in. You can actually, when you take your wings off and put them in the bowl, you can just pour the barbecue sauce over them a little bit and then just swirl them around, just depending on how many wings you have. You don't want to like over sauce them, I guess. But there we go. Then the next step is once our wings are done, just getting them into this sauce. Okay, so we are ready to get our wings off. And like I said, I'm just gonna start throwing them right into this sauce. Woo! Get them all nice and sizzly. And there's our little baby wing, our little nugget. And then we're just gonna stir them around in here. I'm gonna use my tongs to stir them around. If you're super talented and have the wrist action, you can just, flip them in your bowl. I'm always a little nervous trying to do that. I feel like I'm gonna throw wings all over the backyard if I try it, so. Here, let me get this closed up. Close down some of my vents, and then we're just gonna stir, and we're gonna take them back inside, and it's time for my favorite taster to check them out. Yeah. So we are ready to take a bite of some of these. I'm gonna get my favorite taster to come over here.
Yeah.
And sometimes he likes to use gloves for these because he doesn't like it when his fingers get all messy, but.
I'm gonna go gloveless for the video.
Oh, are you? You're gonna go gloveless?
Yes.
Okay, we've got a paper towel if you need to wipe your. I'm just gonna spoon a teeny bit of sauce over it too, and you can go ahead and taste that one whenever you.
There might be a specific talent to this that I do not possess. These are hot. Oh. I like to pull them apart, but I think I'm just going to try and bite into them since it's a little bit warm to the touch.
They're still a little hot.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Did it bite through?
Very good. Oh,
the skin.
Bite through.
Bite through skin. That's what we're going for.
You really don't want, like you said, the gummy.
To where it pulls the whole piece off with you. Because, yeah, that's kind of not so good.
Yeah, definitely.
You can hear it crunchy, so.
Good flavor.
I think we're good here.
That's perfect.
So, there you go. We will put all the sauce ingredients in the description down below and some of the time and temperature ranges too, because you always want to kind of keep an eye on your temperature on your grill. Don't let it get away from you too much. And then What else are we going to put in the description?
I don't
That's
know.
about it, the sauce ingredients. So, some easy chicken wings you can do anytime, really. They only take about 30 minutes from start to finish on the grill, and then, you know, make your sauce while they're on the grill, and you're done. When they're ready, you're ready. So, thank you so much for watching. As always, join our barbecue community by hitting that subscribe button and ringing that notification bell, and then head over to our Up and Smoke All About Barbecue Facebook page and join us over there as well. And we'll see you next time.